Well, he's just a little guy, but man, can he fight the #1 ranked flyweight contender. This division has really appealed to the fans over the last several years, and this man has made himself undeniable, gets his first title shot in the UFC tonight.
You know, John, these guys are small, but I believe that is one of the most skilled divisions in the entire UFC, and this gentleman has really separated himself from the pack. He has done everything necessary to put himself right on the verge of doing something special. He believes that he's going to get it done tonight. Every part of him believes that he's the best. Now he has to go out and show it.
No man should weigh 125 pounds. I mean, let's be honest, but that is a package of skill and will and grit that looks a whole lot like a future champion. All right, so here's the now two-time UFC flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, goes to Rio de Janeiro, beats Davison Figueiredo, in all likelihood the fourth and final meeting, but just an incredible accomplishment in a career full of them for the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno.
And still very young, but when you look at his opponent tonight, you recognize that for all that he's done, Brandon Moreno still has to do everything right to get his hand raised. He's got tremendous boxing. We saw in the Figueiredo fight that he has great submission skills, but it's the game planning and the fight IQ that I've been very impressed with lately, because the Kai Kara-France fight, John, he fought so beautifully, and he fought behind the game plan and ultimately got a finish.
We'll see how it goes for Brandon Moreno tonight, a guy who really has had a target on his back in this division for the better part of a half-decade. Our tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Manel Kape. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Scheduled for 5 rounds if need be. Right hand, then a left. Well, he continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one. Well, he's a BJJ guy, but he looked like a collegiate wrestler there. Early action, beautiful takedown, and now it's up to his opponent to make the adjustment.
He's going to have to make a lot of adjustments. He's the more well-rounded guy. He should be the one with the more complete skill set. He's got to stay at range if he wants to stay upright.
Well, he's got his back now.
There it is. Now he's running out.
Moreno's in half guard. All right, full guard now, DC.
Yes, full guard. Watch for the top fighter to either posture or look to pass right away.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle because he got hit over. All he's got to do now is get his hips into the back of the elbow to get the finish.
Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Nice.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard. Yep, got to be very careful there.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Clean punch.
Round one winding down here. Round two next. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Well, he's got a pretty good side. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, the kick landed.
Oh, this could do it. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. And do a work with the jab. Liver kick.
Shot to the body. Whoa!
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
3 minutes now to go, round two. Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Moreno.
And that's the danger in the engagement there. Oh, my goodness.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things.
People react differently, right? Some people just get back going. He's having a hard time building his way back into this fight.
He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Well,
Hurt him again.
all right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oh, he's in trouble. .30 seconds to go in round two. Telegraph that spinning back fist. bonus check's ready.
I mean, this fight is about done.
Oh, so there's the horn at the end of the round. He got knocked down near the end of it. Saved by the bell. He will live to fight on. The question is for how long. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Nice jab.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continue.
You heard him bad.
Now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, they can end the night. That one landed right on the spot.
Just misses with the straight left hand. All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. That landed. Man, it doesn't take much for the redness to start. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Oh, shows it here. Headshot, bang. All right, so a knockdown for him in the previous round, and you can just see by his body language how confident he is in the striking realm in this matchup.
And you can see his confidence in his posture, but also you can see the effect that knockdown had on his opponent by the way he is approaching this fight.
This fight's gonna go up, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Strong outside leg kick.
This is such a crazy fight. Block that punch.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Moreno's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. With the straight hand there, beautifully done by Manel Kape. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Always being closing. Busy in the clinch here, the punch is good.
Another nice combination to the head.
Right, go for a single leg takedown here. That is usually his takedown attempt of choice, and comes out for him there.
Absolutely. He is comfortable. He is home when he's in on a single leg.
Now Kape's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, close guard now. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Moreno's trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
This has got to be the end of the fight.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Stop.
All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship games?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over.
The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes.
Just missed with that right hand.
Oh, nice.
That's a perfect ball. Able to slam him down to the ground. Well done. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Back to the feet.
Oh!
2 minutes to go. Big power shot there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Nice jab. All right, time to hit the Sunoco station. Both of these fighters are on empty.
This looks like when I played video games as a guy.
Shots landed by him now. Moreno gets pounded here on the ground. The elbow there doing the damage. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you get him out of there. Stunned, driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Right back.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Pops in half guard. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, so what a round it was for him. Multiple knockdowns. When we sat down with him on Thursday, he said, when I touch guys in this division, they go down, and he proved prophetic. That's exactly what happened in the previous
The guy has lightning in his hand. Every time he is landing, he is putting his opponent on his butt over and over, knocking him down. He has not found the finish, but he needs to stay patient, find the perfect shot, hit him with that kill shot. You get that kill shot off, and there will be no more getting up.
All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over, but the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final round?
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round.
Nice combination by the champ.
That'll do it!
Oh, my goodness.
That has got to feel good!
Holy smokes.
All right, we send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 18 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Manel Kape.
All right, so how about this result tonight? this should shut up some of the flyweight naysayers, right? We got a new UFC flyweight champion, and he looked like one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world tonight.